Hello everybody, thanks for watching and thanks for clicking on this. This is day 37 of us walking through and documenting our participation in Double Jump Academy's workshop. You see the name of the workshop right there, Houdini for games in Unreal Engine. It's made by DoubleJump Academy in collaboration with Grayson Cottrell, and it's an 8 weeks workshop. This is day 37 of us documenting our process. We are so far in module. We are in module 6 officially since the last time. So we will start with this here. And if you're curious about this workshop, I won't be able to complete it because I will start another one. And also to leave a bit of place of curiosity. Anyway, make sure you use the code JACK15, which is in the description below, if you would like 15% on DoubleJump Academy's workshops, and make sure you use the link in the description as well, otherwise the discount code won't work. Yes, today we will go into this section of this course, the pipes generator, which will be quite interesting. So far we covered this part as well, and this one as well. And we'll probably go into the, the presentation quite soon. But for now, we've worked on those 3 projects. We will cover the pipes, and we'll start right now today. DoubleJump Academy, link is in the description. Definitely check them out. Now, I don't want to take so much of your time promoting this stuff. So week 6, we will go through intro and mesh setup. So pretty basic stuff. Curve orientation might be a bit too advanced. Write custom rules. This will be advanced. Random mesh placement. This will also be advanced. Generate mesh for path finding. So we'll generate a mesh to find a path, I suppose. Find paths. These 2 I still don't know what it will be, but we will check it out. But I think it's advanced stuff. Multiple paths and scale. Interesting. Cleanup and Vellum Sim. Growth attribute. Unreal integration. Optional scene and HDA walkthrough. Yeah, a lot of advanced stuff. Hopefully today we can make it to 4 in that module if we're really motivated to do so. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to work. Let's close the stuff that we don't need and go back in here. And what I will do right now is, as always, I will learn. So we'll go right there. The discount code, as you can see, it's right there. How to point this direction? Is it this direction? Or is it's this direction to the mic? But as well, like more like this way. Okay, discount code is there, Jack15. Use it if you're curious. Okay, now let's get the thing started. So I'll see you in a bit, people. So yeah, I watched the first video. Not much is happening, but a lot at the same time. So in the first video of this module, they show you a little bit about how the HDA will look like at the end, and how to import the geometry for it, so the 3D models, which are thankfully provided in the week 6 folder. So what we will do is, so we have the geometry here built already. I'll go back to this view. And let's get the file like we've done before. And we should be able to import these files because they are provided. So let's get into here and choose our file. So copy the... So this is our project file, just so you see it. This is week 6. I'm going to show it to you. Week 6, Houdini, Geo, and inside of here, pipe pieces. Let's take load 0, level of details. Let's go with load 0 here. I'm going to put it away. Take the path for it, paste it into here. And we need to disable this one. And we're probably either gonna take all of them, which we can't, so we'll take one by one. So this will be our first geometry piece of the pipe. Okay, I will copy paste the file and take the next one. It's the second one. Okay, cool. The third one, copy and paste. Third one is right there. Now again, the same thing, copy paste. And the fourth one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, here we go. Then copy and paste. And now the fifth one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and now the sixth one. So the bottom one, basically. Yes, here we go. What I'll do is organize these things together. So A, drag right or something, or drag up. Maybe it's better for readability. I will put those a bit to the left. Let's basically add more screen space for ourselves, a bit more into this area as well, because we work with the nodes quite a bit. Okay, so we've worked on that so far. This is their file, by the way. So if I go in here, we'll see how it's set up, the whole thing. Yeah, we see that the files are not here eventually, but we'll get there. So this is how it will look like. And again, that's their file, yeah? So we already see that things are split by colors because of the materials, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and this is basically how we want it to work. This will be very interesting because I've never worked this way, but this was always something that I was wondering about how to do. So that could be fun. So let's get into it. Yeah, those are the geometry files. This is not a modeling course. Remember, this is a procedural generation course. So if you're curious how to model those things on your own, look for a YouTube tutorial or something that could help you do that. Okay, coffee is done. Probably need to grab some water. So I'll put things on pause right now. One of the first things you always do in these situations is you check the scale. And one of the easy ways to do it is to get Tommy in here. And Tommy is basically a humanoid or a human model. And you can see how small is Tommy next to the pipes, which is just unrealistic unless the style calls out for it. So right now we're not playing, we are not willing to do like a I don't know, like a giant pipes. So we will just scale them down. And it's a good practice to get the scale down first. So let's get these files in here. And I don't think we need to read them, not for now at least. So let's put them this way instead. Shift S to get, you know, smoother lines. And let's get a transform on these puppies. So transform, here we go. And now let's just look at Tommy next to them. So we'll view them and keep Tommy as a reference. So, and as we learned with the space and the 0 or the 1 or the 2, wait, is my numlock open? Yeah. Oh, no, it is. Is it not? Okay. Yeah. 2 and 3 should, so this is top view. This is front view. Yeah, the front view is the one we need. Let's get to the transform and make this 0.5 for now. Where's our Tommy? Let's go space G for Tommy. Get Tommy's here, space G. Okay. Let's get the template of those. I think that's a better practice. Let's do 0, 5. Okay, that's a bit better. Yeah, I think that's the one we need, honestly. It's too big, right? Pipes are not that big. Let's try 3. I think that's a proper size for the pipes. Okay, space 0 or space 1 for perspective view. And yeah, let's do the other way around. So we view them and we reference the human. Okay, yeah, that's about the right size here. Good stuff. Let's pause and go to the next chapter. So we've learned a couple of new tricks. So one of them is this transform trick is completely wrong. So what we'll do is get a match transform first of all. Match transform. Isn't it called like this? Transform match or match size? Sorry, match size. Let me just delete all of this stuff. Yeah, match size right there. Let's hook it up and view it. And as always, like we've done before, we do a scale to fit. And this will make basically will unify our scaling on all the elements. So I'll put it on each and every file. I will separate them a little bit so we see the naming conventions of each and every one of them. So yeah, let's split them up like this. And yeah, we should be good to go. Good. All right, so here we have a match size. Let's just hook it up to all of them and see it. Yeah, that's, I don't know, man. This is not, it's not the same everywhere. Wait, I should probably see this. And okay. We'll see how we can go forward from here. Yeah, for now this should work theoretically. Okay, what do we do next now? We do a clean. And we'll clean everything. All the attributes basically, because now right now it has like shop material path, FBX translation, rotation, scale, tangent, TV. We'll keep the UV. So basically we'll just delete everything but not the UV. So let's do that. In the clean, remove attributes but not the UV, which should now clean it and keep the UV basically. How to do that? Give me a second. Now back to you. I have missed the point basically. Instead of the star, you go shift 6. It should give you the up. And this should keep the UV right now. So we'll clean everything, but we'll keep the UV. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. So it's taking it out of the deletion. That's really cool. Okay, and as for the match size, Grayson, it just got Grayson saying that the scaling we will tweak later. So now let's go back to clean then and clean it again here. We'll do this on all of them. We will make an attribute name. What is it called? Attribute copy, I think. Attribute. Let me check. I think it's called create attribute, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we'll call it. All right, so attribute create. Attribute. Wow, I'm so bad at this. Attribute create. And we will put that thing here. And in the attribute create, we will have where is it? Float point. We'll keep it to point. We'll make it a string. Because what we want this attribute to say is that whatever comes off here is that pipe modular type. You know what I mean? So this is just like a straight pipe right now. And that's exactly what we want to call this attribute. We'll call it straight pipe, whatever else is there to name it. And I noticed that I have file 3 too. Yeah, it's definitely not organized like I would like it to. So let's take file 1 first. Let's work with it like this. So, you know, we don't mess things up. File 3, file 2. Let's do it exactly like that. Oops. Oh, wait. Okay, let's put this here. Let's keep them a bit separated. File 3. Okay, now we'll take file 4, put it a bit afterwards. And yeah, now we have file 2 and file 3 will come here. Then file 5 and file 5 will be here approximately. File 4 is here. File 5 is that? Yeah, file 5, file 6. Okay, let's get Tommy out of the picture for now. Yeah, we can always bring Tommy back to the party. Okay, now let's go copy these files, put them back to file 1, delete that thingy, boom, hook this up together, and here we go. Cool, now we have the match size working, hopefully. Yeah, and we have the clean working as well with the UV only. And now we will create this attribute. We'll take the point as a class, we will call it name, and we will add a yeah, add a string to it. I'll see how that works, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, so we'll call the string into something that makes sense to us, but at the same time, I kind of want to keep up to the naming convention of the actual file. So if I want to troubleshoot, I will troubleshoot with the same names. So this will be called bend1. And you can go creative with the names if you want, but it's just for me if I want to troubleshoot in the future, which was a pain in the butt before. So I'll just keep to this naming convention for now. So this is bend1. This will be, what is it called? Straight short? Okay, straight short. Good. And let's put this here. Let's take that one here, and here we go. Actually, let's put them together as such. And now next to each other, and this will be called straight short. Good. Let's keep the naming convention as they are, so when we troubleshoot in the future, it's not a big deal. Okay, here is really quite interesting things that are happening. So one of them, and I'll go and clean this up later. So one of the things is we'll start creating the system that these objects will spawn on. So, or into, I think is the word. Okay, now, one of the main things we want to add to this, something's called curve. I think we've played this with this in the past, but I'm not quite sure. So let's view it, and let's hit on enter. Here we go. And now we have this red dot. Now, if you have like a little tutorial here, insert a point on curve, finish curve, drag point with no curve active. Okay, so let's see. We want to press shift, and this should snap things together. And now click and drag. Don't hold, just click and drag somewhere else to create the points. Navigate a little bit. Here we go. Shift and click, shift and click, and shift and click, shift and click, shift and click. Just like that. You know, remember that Windows waiting thingy? You used to create those pipes. Let's create this by middle click. Yeah, here we go. Now we have a curve. Let's do another one. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, wait. Where did this get created? Boom, boom, boom. Good. Middle mouse button, and it should be done. Now, if we look at the points of this, they are, yeah, there is a point on each corner. But do we want to copy them like that? No, we need a resample. So resample will come in here to save the day. As we've learned before so many times, is if we keep, okay, let's view the resample. We see how many points are here, and the corners, the damn corners, are acting weird, just like before. So what we'll do is tell it to resample by polygon edge. This way it will keep the edge. And yeah, level of detail 1, fine. Let's copy to points. And how to copy to points? Tab, copy to points right there. So geometry on the left side. So let's hook this thing up here and this thing here, which should copy to points. Let's remove the points, and the W for wireframe, let's remove that as well. So yeah, it is definitely copying to point. Now the next logic point we need, or the logic thing we need, first of all, let me up this a little bit. Does to limit those numbers. Wait, let's remove that and add a 1. Let me see. Okay, maybe length here. Here we go. 1. Yeah. So do 1 by each point, basically. Or divide by 1 unit, I think. Is that what it's doing? Let's check it out. I think now it's putting a point by every square. That's just a theory of mine. Let's do space 2 for above. Let's zoom into it. As I thought, approximately it's doing that. So that's a box, yeah. So it's a meter or something. It's a unit. Yeah, it's shifting because it's the actual main point is shifted. That's why. But otherwise, it's as big as a box. Like, or at least it is. That's what I think. Okay, for now, we'll leave it. We'll And we manipulate the scale later, on later stages. So space 1 for perspective view again, and go back to the copy to points. Now what we want is a logic that says, yo, here's a corner. It's give me the bend. And we can't really make it. I think we need a 90 degree on those things because we can't change the geometry. We're stuck with this bend, which would work perfectly on a 90 degree as we see above here. And now we need a logic that does that and basically switches between the name attributes. So it will be like an if statement. It will be like, if normal 90 degrees something something. We'll check it out how to do this. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll be right back. Now back to the recording. Okay, one of the things to do things like that, or one of the, what do you call it? Do you call this a node? Yeah, one of the nodes to do this is orient along curve. So orientation along curve, hook it up properly, and let's go and check it out. We're probably gonna need it here though. So right there, we won't need it after, we need it before. And yeah, let's check it out. Here we have the points. Let's put their numbers just so they're a bit more visible for you guys. And let's get the normals as well. Good. So right out of the box, we have the up attribute. We have the n for normals. We have the x not enabled, but we can enable it. So we need those two attributes to determine the type of pipe to generate. So we enabled that. Now the next step is to get the tangent type to do a different operation. Right now it's doing the average of edge direction. What we needed to do is to guess the next edge. So it should guess the next point's orientation. This way, if you could see it, it's guessing the one on the next. So this is guessing what's the next and it's taking its value. This one is guessing what's next and it's taking its value. This way you don't get a weird calculation on the edges. You always get what is on the next. So it's always guessing the next edge. That's awesome. Cool. Now we will see how we can view things before we start the logic. So one way to do it, as we've learned so far, is to go to the marker. Now we will add another marker or a new marker right there. It will be called marker. Okay, fine. This will be called, yeah, it's just a name anyway. So we'll call it out or view out. Okay. Label, yeah, let's just do the label the same here. It will be a marker, right? Is there anything else we can do? A volume, a tag. Let's do a marker for now. This will be a vector. It will be a point as a class. And the color, let's do a green for out. Okay, cool. Now we have green for out, and this should view us the out. The out attribute right there. So out, boom. Here we see it now. Now it's enabled. Good. The next thing we need is the up attribute. So let's view the up attribute as a vector. Now, here we go. Let's do a new one. Can I duplicate? Boom. We can duplicate. Now this will be view up. View up. Now we can label this to say orientation or orientation along curves. OAC. Now let's get that thing to be called OAC as well. Then we have a label for it. Then we know what we're doing with it. Although that's like the wrong label, honestly. Okay, let's do maybe the name. And this will be view out. I'm just trying to learn what the things are for. So yeah, let's do that. In here, let's do in there. Let's do the same thing. So OAC and view up. Cool. And this will view us the up position. And it will be different color, like a pink color. Okay. Yeah, vector up, always visible, and it's not visible for us. I think we need to enable it. Can this be? Right there. Cool. Here we go. Now we have two angles, so to speak. Hey Sproul, nice to see you. Nice to have you here again. Cool. Yeah, we're learning how to generate the pipes. You haven't missed much, honestly. But yeah, it's great to have you here. I gave you a new icon. I couldn't give you the VIP icon for some reason, but I've given you the artist icon, which you are. You are a technical artist, for that matter. Okay. Cool. Let's learn the next steps. Okay, so let's go here. Let's find a way to make this calculate for us the corners. I'm just following like step by step. I think it's good to go over the markers. We might need them later for some vex, but now we will move into something else. Just keep this in mind. We will move into something else right now. So just do that. I guess that's what we need to do now. So yeah, let's go into measure. And in measure, you see measure, normal measure, measure thickness. And in the labs, you see measure curvature. So we'll go into measure curvature. In the curvature, we'll hook it up. Now, we'll remove our markers so we don't see them anymore. And in the curvature, we have methods. Right now, it's on tensor, integral. We will switch it to measure SOP. And this should measure for us the convexity and the concavity. And if I view that, so I will enable the view, we see that it had colored our vertices here, yellow. I'm not sure if it did that like literally, but in the viewport, it did that for us right now, just to visualize the mathematical result of its measurement. So this we could use easily. Now, which one is which? Which is the convexity or the convexity, and which one is the concavity? So let's check it out. We need to split this view into half. Let's just do that, and we will do tear off, pan, tab. Not the tear off. Is it a tear off or is it let's see. Next pan tab, previous pan tab, no. Maximum. Split pan left right, split pan top bottom. We'll do the top bottom one. And now we will add our spreadsheet. Let's see. Spread. Where is our spreadsheet? Render schedule, material palette, Python shell, performance monitor, recipe manager. I hope I read that correctly. Help browser, log viewer, inspector, geometry spreadsheet. That might be the one that we're looking for. So we'll just put this down like this and check on things every now and then. So convexity has 0 and 1. That is the one we need to do the if statement. An if statement will be like, if convexity is less than 0, if convexity is more than 0, you will do something, right? So this is what we will do now with some vex. What is it called? Concavity we will not use because it's basically the same value on both, on everything, basically. All right, so we'll read through Sproul's comments. Let's do vexy, and let's do attribute wrangle. Okay, so no, delete. Let's get the wrangle in here. And let's do a simple if statement. I'll try to get it. If, and now between this at convexity, I think conve x ity equals to or bigger than, where is it? Bigger. Is my keyboard different? No, bigger than 0. And now do the bigger brackets, which I don't know what they're called. Yeah, bigger is that the proper way to do it? Or is it the other way around? And now you open it, you don't close it. Right? Oh yeah, we did it right. Okay. That's good. Okay, then do the string at name equals bend1, I think we called it. Let me just check on that. And let's do a semicolon in the end. Yeah. So bend1, let's look at it. Bend. Where is my bend? Okay, here. Attribute name bend1, and this one is called straight short. Okay, let's do that. So back in here, bend1. Maybe it can't find it yet, or doesn't matter for now. Okay, name equals bend. I think we need to put it between quotes here. Yeah, bend1. Else, let's open the brackets. Where are they? Like right there. Else as at name equals the other one, straight short between brackets. Sorry, colon. What are they called? Quotes. And now semicolon at the end, and this should switch between them. So straight, do straight, and corner, do the corner one, the bend one. Okay, and now let's see how we can hook things up here. So let's pause. So the way you hook this up is okay. Let me put back to the process. Let's get the wrangle in here. And this should, yeah, spawn them as such. Let's get the normal view out, the points out, and the point numbers out. Okay, do we have a bend on this side? Okay, so what we're missing is a merge. Let's get a merge. And let's hook those two things in the merge, and they will be hooked here. Oh, sorry. Okay, this will be hooked here. And now we have a weird setup. Does that make any sense? Let's see. Add name, straight shorts. But it okay. It makes sense. It's coloring them though. It's not putting them correctly. It's just using the color for them. Okay, I get it now. I get that. But it's not spawning the correct parts yet because they are merged and it's not yet connected. So we can actually add them. No. Okay, let's see how that's done. Let's see. We're learning as we're going anyway. So Paul requested it from me and then I installed it. But anyway, no, just gonna do one more thing. So this should not happen. So we should click on the piece attribute here. And this should change it if I change the N here to big. Right. Wait, what did we call it? We called it name. So let's just go back to name. I think you should not mess with the pronunciation. And I did mess with it twice, so let's try it like this. Name. So why is it not working now anymore? In the merge, something in the merge. This is not hooked. So let's hook it. Good. Now we have it. Good. Finally, we separated them. However, this is not the bend. We need the bend in here. So how can we... it's probably wrong how we did it here. So let's do the other way around. Bigger. Yep. Oh. Okay. What? Why did it remove it? It's funny. Okay. What is happening? This is still big. Okay. Let's do it in a small pronunciation. Okay. And now it should work. Yeah, pronunciation is everything here. Okay. Yeah, we have the right piece. That's good. Now let's fix the straight piece. So we need a transform for that. transform. And let's hook it up here. Let's do a 90-degree on the rotation. Let's try this one. Boom. Yeah, it's hooked. It's going 90 degrees. Good stuff. Yeah, the thing with the bend needs to be fixed, but it has a different fix, I think, because it has different bend angles to it. So yeah, we'll see how we can fix that later. Is this working? Straights are straight. Good. Okay. Now pause. Let's watch then, or let's start the practice. So what we'll do is right now let's re-enable our visualizers that we created today, the pink and the green ones that should represent out and ups from the oriental long curve. And these are basically enabled in the oriental long curve here, and we created visualizers for them. And what we'll do in the wrangle right now is add one line here that says integer at group, and we'll call that group bends. Or bend, fine. Bend equals 1 if it is bigger. And this should... yeah, we should have a semicolon there. All right, and this should create the group bend for us. So if I go into a group here, we should be able to choose bend. Yes, great. So this will be our grouping for the bend. It's created in the wrangle. And otherwise, if there is no... yeah, if there's no bend, then it's straight. That is a given. Okay, now let's see what else we could do with that. So we'll go back into the practice. Let's delete this group and we'll get a new wrangle basically. And here we go. Excuse me if I'm not entertaining that much. I'm trying to get forward with the course, especially that I know next month will be I won't be able to stream as much. Starting a part-time job, so yeah, I'm just trying to get my knowledge up and get better as much as I can. So attribute wrangle here, and we'll get that wrangle to do the group of bend, and the bend now, yeah, we'll get that thing into the expression, something else, just a part-time job. It doesn't matter. It pays the bills. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So VEX expression. Let's get the thing into... but it's a quite interesting job. Like, so it's something I like to do. And yeah, it's just not streaming. I would like need a year or two to get money out of the streaming. Stable income type of deal. So yeah, that's just, it is the truth. But I'll keep it going, not as much as we have it right now, but I'll keep it going as much as I can, and that's fair. That's fine. That's how life is, man. Life is like this. You need to learn, you need to get a portfolio piece in order to land jobs. I need to probably wrap all what we've learned into something where we have like a portfolio piece, and like create a little bit my own version of it. So, it's gonna take some time. But yeah, that could be something we could do in the future streams, is to wrap it up, present it, and yeah, have something going on for the portfolio. Could be a fun thing to do anyway. So yeah, that's the wrangle here. Now that one will work only in the group, which means it will only take the corner points that bend, and we will do an expression now on it. That will be V for vector at out. We will now take our vector out, or out attribute. We'll equal it to the point that we're working with inside of this group, and now we'll expand it, and it says point, and first is the geometry. So which geometry are we working with? It's probably 0. Then it will do a string attribute name. So which string are we working with? Which is the bend 1. then the integer for the point number. Okay. The other usages, integer point number, that's the same. Yeah, attribute name point. Okay, let me check. Let me learn a little bit and see what we can put in there. To it, Vex is still kind of like a weakness area, I think, for a lot of people. Okay, so if I do geometry 0, and then the string will be, or the attribute name will be the normals, then I do at Pt.num, so point number, Pt.num, I wrote it wrong, -1. So what would that do now? Would it take the normals of, would it take, so it will take the out and equals it to the normal value of the point behind it. So it will point it wherever it was before. Let's enter. And in this now, we should, here we go. That's the difference already. I don't know if you see it, but before, if you bypass this, the normal was pointing somewhere else entirely of the out. And now it is more, yeah, it's more taking the normal of the point before and applying to the out. So that could work. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. That's great. Okay, it's more stable, so maybe we can create something that flip those bending pipes in a more consensual or more predictable way. So let's see how that works. So far we've been explained, or we got explained the concept of cross, what is it called? Cross product. And cross product should work like this. So if you have an X, you have a Y, right? These are vectors. And the cross product of those goes like this, like a Z, right? That's it. That's all what you need to know. Cross product does this. It gets the third crossing line out of those two. So if it was like this, it will cross them like this as well. And we're seeing it. Yeah, that will be the cross product. So what we'll do now is we have the up, the current up, it's old, and then we have the new up, which will be the cross product. So we will remap them. So this will be the up, and this will be like the normal or whatever value this will be that we will calculate with, right? Normal. So we need two vectors to calculate the cross products. The cross product will help us, you know, do that bend thingy of the pipe correctly. Because right now it's doing some uninteresting stuff. Like we have pipe, correct, and then we have a bend that is like doing this stuff. Oh, wait, that's wrong. Doing something like, by drawing skills. Doing something like this, and then the next pipe is here. And we want to fix that. And in order to fix that, we need to fix the up position. And by that, we need the cross product. Okay, I hope this is clear. I did it like Pirate Software style. Let's see if that will work. And yeah, I'll go back to watching and check how that's done step by step. So yeah, we'll do just that. So we'll be right back, people. We're back at it. The code will be done here. So what we'll do is also the vector of the out, or of the up, sorry. Like we said before in the here, we need the up to change, basically. So let's do, yeah, vector at up equals cross product of what? Usage, vector cross, vector A, vector B. So N, I think this is how you do it. N for normals, and what with the up itself? Yeah, I think so. With the up. Let's see if that would work. And semicolon. Let's see if that's how he does it. I'm trying to guess right now, so Let's see. Thing wrong we missed. Sorry for not switching the panels. Anyway, so we do it like this here. V add up. I don't know why. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes it's not. I guess it depends on the thing that you're trying to do. Okay, so now we finally are getting the normal that should, yeah, give us the cross product of those, which is this one. So if I bypass it, you see how different that is. I just want to make sure to see which one is out, which one is up. It's the purple one. Okay. I'm going to take the purple color and make it something more, yeah, more like red. Red is too. Can I make it a bit more thick? Is this possible? The unit scale, let's try to. Yeah, that will differentiate it a little bit. Okay, I need to go to the bathroom, people, so I'll be right back. So we don't need the, yeah, that doesn't make sense. I'm so dumb. Okay, sorry, that doesn't make sense. Out, we need the out of that. Okay. Yeah, now it makes more sense. Here we go. Now it's more 90-degree-ish. Okay, so what we'll do is compare it before and after. Remove those. And remove the W, which is for wireframe. Oh, wait, let's view it first. Here we go. And now W again. Okay, so before this, none of them was rotating depending on the angle, right? So yeah, they were just going one way, and right now they're going on a certain flow, which is exactly what we need. So what we need now is to add another transform and just hook it up here. And now keep doing it until it fits one, which should make it fit the others. Let's see if that's true. No, 90 degrees, not minus 90, I think. Nah. How about this? All right, how about this? That's correct. How about this? That's incorrect. How about this? Incorrect. Let's see what we can do. Let's do a minus 90 on this. Oops. Incorrect. Okay, yeah, that is correct on certain types. We need just to hook this way around. Yeah, which one is that? The middle one, right? So a 90 on that. Minus 90, as you could see. Now it hooks on this part. Does it hook on all the parts? Oh, yeah, it does. Very cool concept. Thanks for sharing. So if in case I didn't record the last bit, we have made a mistake in the VEX code. We did an up here. It should be an out instead of an up, which makes sense. And yeah, because we're just remapping the up with these two information, with the cross of these two information. Then we added a transform to see if we fix one, if all will fix. And it did. We just added a nice minus 90 here and the minus 90 here. Okay, scale should go back to 1. Okay, and we see it's not completely like perfect, but we could work on that later, honestly. But for now, we have a nice connection going on with the right angle. Yeah, we are like, I don't know, 49 minutes in recording, and we've done something awesome like that. So let's see where we can go from here and how we can, get this thing to look in a certain way. Cool. Now let's pause. We will manually tweak those corners, guys. So let's do that. We will go into here and start actually naming those things. So this will be orientation. So it's transforming the orientation. And then we need another transform. And we put it right there. And this will be fixing our scale. So let's work on it. Let's get this thing to work. So what I'm looking forward to is a fix that puts it in the pipes. So let's go into the enter. Okay, here we go. We are in the enter. Let's move these where they belong. Try different things. Okay. That's probably this. Yeah, okay, good. And at the same time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is space 0, space 2, I think. Space 2 is good. Okay. And we'll middle mouse click here and adjust these as we go. Yeah, we see that we need a lower scale. So let's do 0.1 on this and try to manipulate those numbers until we are satisfied with them. It's still a lot, so maybe just one. Yeah, one here. And let's go in here, try to put these things together. Yeah, we'll probably do more fixes later, but this looks good. Yeah, this looks like it's connecting to it. Yeah, here it's not really working, so we will try to tweak it again. So in the 0.001, this is the down and up. Okay, we need the other one. This one. Okay. However, this is connecting too much into the other part. Yeah, but I mean, general look from far is that it's connected, and that's what's important for now. Yeah, okay, that I'll accept that. And one trick he does in his way is adding a peak, which inflates the whole thing to edit its size again. Like this is a monstrosity, of course, but you know, go like 0.001. Just add a little bit of that. Okay, and what I'll do now is edit the other transform. So let's do a transform scale on this thingy. Here we go, and we won't need that same treatment, so 0 on this one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 0, 0, definitely. 0 on both, and 1 on here. And now we will tweak it just barely. Yeah, so it has, so it's not crashing into each other like here. And it has approximately the same thickness. So let's keep it going until we're satisfied with the results. And boom, almost there. We got it working. Cool. Yeah, kinda. What I'll do is try on these two axes and see what type of results. Yeah, something like this. Would this take it now inner? Yeah, it will. Yeah, then this is not a good solution. So let's just keep it away from here, which will put it more in here. And maybe the scale will fix this a little bit. So, yeah, that's a bit too much. So, back a bit bigger. Just wanted to connect. Okay, this just so we're satisfied with the results for now. There might be better tweaks coming forward. I don't want to commit to anything yet because we might be able to fix these things. So let's get this thickness up to the same thickness, approximate thickness. I'm not too worried here because we have like nice textures on those things, so will probably be almost not visible. So Shift S, Shift Control S. Let's do a week 6 on this puppy. 6.0. Okay, Sparrow, I appreciate it, my friend. I mean, 1 was enough, but you sent like 4, and I appreciate that. So thank you so much. That many propositions are enough. Yeah. No, thank you. I'll reach out to them right after the stream, I think. Appreciate your work, my friend. Thank you so much. Awesome. Yeah, we have a peak. We fixed the transform. Although this is broken right now. So let's fix it again. Yeah, maybe not 0.91, but 0.95. This could work. Still too big. Let's bring that bit back to 0 just so we have proper stuff. Let's do 7 here. 4 maybe. Because it's breaking it apart a little bit. How did it look like before? Like this. Ooh. No. It looked like this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a better solution out there. So, ooh, that's a bit too much. Okay, let's try 0 here. 50? It's just a little thicker, not too much. Yeah, it's not perfect. And I'm sure there are better solutions out there for this. Yeah, we'll check later though. Okay, good stuff. I'm not so satisfied with the coordination here. At the same time, like I'm pretty sure there's a better solution. So I'm just gonna ignore it for now. It looks fine from far. Don't waste too much time. And okay, so the next step is to check if there are like 2 points available or 3 points available, that we will use a longer pipe. Basically, we need something to set up that does that for us. So I hope that's clear. Let me explain it a little bit if it's not clear to anybody. Okay, so each of those pipes are being spawned on a point, right? So all of this, each of those are points. So what we need, or what we would like to have, is a rule that say if there's 3 of those next to each other, uninterrupted by, a curve or whatever, then just give me a huge pipe, man. Just a big one that can cover 3 points. And then it could go back to have one of those, right? And then again, 3, it could even give us a different version of this, maybe like something with some details. And yeah, it will go back to this one. So this is what we will do now as next. Cool, let's get that going then. In naming and organizational purposes, stuff, whatever. So what this one does is it goes into convexity, it gives it a group, and it also differentiate which type of string to use later. So this finds curves, so it finds curves, and it does assign geometry. Color it green because it's a calculation. That's how I organize myself. You can organize it a bit differently. There's no rule for this unless your studio specifies a rule for it. Okay, so what we will do here is do the out nulls. So let's do out bend 1. Bend 1. Cool. That's an out. Here we go. I think I can just drag and drop it here. Cool. Yeah, let's do that. This will be out. What should we call it? Out. Should be called out. Not bend 2, but out. Yeah, what do you call it? Straight. Straight short, I think. Here we go. So out straight. I think that's not the proper name. Let's just get the proper name from here, so we have everything. I don't wanna. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Straight short, and then we'll have a straight long eventually. Go. So file 4 will be our straight long. I think. Let's look at it. And G. Okay. So this is called straight long. Yeah, and it has everything. It has a clean attribute. It has a attribute create, and it has a match size. Not attribute, but I mean node. Match size node. Okay, cool. Let's get those in here. Closer to it. Just want to keep it organized as such for now. Yeah, cool. Okay, now let's get the out of this. Here we go. And this will be called straight long. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now, let's call it this. Here we go. Straight long with an S. Good. Is it though? Is it? It's not connected yet. Lord. Hello. Welcome back. So, attribute create. We have an attribute name. We should just call it name. We're back here. Then it's establishing the attribute. Awesome. Then it should merge it. Absolutely. A bit later though. A bit later. Yeah. Let's do it a bit later. We probably need a couple of things first. Set up with these. So this finds the curves, finds the angles, right? It finds the bends, and assigns the geo. Perfect. The next one does the correct angle. Finds correct angle. Or calculates right angle for bends. It's probably not how you should name things. For now, I'll take it. I'm open for it. Like if I'm learning Vex, I could learn Python. It's not a big deal. Sure, I'm open for it. I don't mind coding. Actually, it's quite fun and exciting at the same time. So yeah, just to answer your question. Cool. Let's get this straight. Okay. So we will use a for each number loop. Let me go back here. And for each number loop, we'll do this. We'll take the middle point, or the first point, or the third point, whatever. And we will tell these to not spawn. And instead, give me that one. Then the reason we're going for each number is we need a remove the stacking. So if we don't go with the for each loop, there might be stacking happen. So you would get this. So this will spawn, and this will spawn, and this will spawn, and this will spawn. And you don't want that. So this is why the for each number is the way to go here. Okay, so let's check it out. We will need a for each number. Let's go. All right, there. So let's go for each number. And boom. So what we need from this whole operation is the following. So far I understand, of course. Let me get the points and their numbers as well. Okay, so we need this thing to look at each point in every loop, right? So each and every point it will look into. And then it will go look into each point's neighbors, right? And then it will compare it. By then, it will decide if it's a 3-point long or 2 points long or whatever. And then it will make a decision out of that. In order to make this work like this, we need this to be set to the gather method to be feedback each iteration. And the upper one, we need to do a fetch method, fetch feedback right there. And we'll see now. We'll go together, try to hook this up properly, and see if it will work for us. I like to have a null inside to call it feedback or just iteration. And this will be hooked inside of here just to see, to view what the iteration is doing. Make it orange, and another null to say out loop. So the out result basically of the loop. Out loop. Boom. Done. This will also be purple. Sorry, orange. Yeah, exactly. That's purple, Jack. Good job. Okay, so it's also be orange and not our, but out. Yes. Okay, and now we'll expand this a little bit more and go step by step. So, go here. This is just my understanding of the topic. As you can see in the chat, we were talking about sugar and alcohol, which is a fun topic. But anyway, right here we want to say, yeah, what I was trying to say is that every time we want to visualize or have it in the spreadsheet, the numpts or the numpt, which is an attribute that comes with Houdini, right? Is that correct, people? Numpt is the number of points, correct? And if I want to get it to, okay, wrangle, right there. And if I want to see it visually, I'll do something like at numpts, which is the new one, will equal at numpt, and which is the thing that comes with Houdini and with a semicolon. And now we should have numpts here. Numptsd. Here we go. Numpts. Where are ya? Out. We probably need the points. Point number. Okay, maybe we found it here. Numpts. Let's see. Nothing. Did I write? Ah, no, here it is. Numpts. So this collects the number of points in this curve. it calculates it, so to speak, right? You say yes, an intrin. Okay, that's hard to spell, dude. An intrinsic attribute. I think it comes from internally or intrinsic attribute. So if HLS shader Bible is eliminated, all is left from HLSL, mostly Udemy shader course. But I don't know if you want to make them instead. What really stays is Python course from Harvard. Thank you for sharing it with me, my friend. Yeah, we'll see. We'll look into those things, man. But yeah, Udemy courses, I've done one before, so it's fine. I've done one when I started with the idea, basically. Okay, anyway, so now we have the number of points because we got the numpt here. And let's see what the next step is. We'll get this attribute we created. So this wrangle calculates, it doesn't calculate really. It's, we'll just kind of call it establishes numpts. Here we go. Now let's take all of them. Put them to the left a bit more. So we have a bit more space here. Take this one down. Put it a bit to the side. Take it a little more down. Okay, and now we need attribute promote next to it or after it. Attribute. Oh wow, I spelled it correctly. Oh my god, how cool is that? By the way, is my mic still working? I guess it is. Okay. So, point to detail, and then we will. What else is there to do? Yeah, we'll take the numpts. Here we go, and this should promote it now to the detail view right there. Let's take the maximum number instead of the average, which shouldn't change because there is really no numbers changing with the numpts. But yeah, let's take that. Okay, let's pause. So basically we get a wrangle in here. And now we'll start wrangling basically. One here, one there. In the second input, we need the feedback or the iteration number in here. So let's put it, and let's name this a bit differently. Get numpts or the point number, whatever. We're just gonna call it this. Yeah, okay. Now let's start with the iteration here. We need iterations to be the same number as the point number. So what we will do is create an expression here. So it will be detail because of the detail, type of the actual, how to say, attribute. It lives in the detail. Okay, so dot slash and then get numpts, which is the thing we called here. We called it get numpts, so let's do it. Numpts. Then the second thing will be our attribute name, which is numpts, and the last thing, which is the index. It should be 0. Okay. Okay, and this will get the proper iteration number of 62 because those are the number of points that we have, 62. Okay, good. Now let's see what else we can do. Let me learn some more. So basically what to do here is the following. This attribute wrangle should basically delete all the points that we are currently not working on within the iteration. Iteration is right there. Iteration is 61 right now, right? So we want to integrate the iteration inside of the wrangle itself. So what we'll do is we'll create a new integer called iteration, and it will equal detail. Let's take the first input because that's where the iteration is coming from. Then we'll get the iteration attribute, then the 0 for index, and get that here. Then now we can go into the points and check for iteration. Here it is. It says the number of iteration, and now we could give an if statement. So if at iteration or if the point number pt num is not equal, which is exclamation mark equal, at iteration, then that's the then. Where's the brackets? Good. Let's put it down. Then remove point. Remove point. Remove point only. Yeah. And in the remove point, we can add the 0 input, which is the first one where the geometry is coming from, and the Pt.1. T-num. Here we go. And this should remove all the point numbers minus, yeah, the one we're working on right now. Space G. Yeah, this one currently is 0. Okay, wait. What's happening? Oh, camera stopped here a little bit. Okay. Because we're so close to it. 0.0 we're working on right now, so it's deleting it. Okay, let me check other stuff. Comments say Pt.num is not an intrinsic. It is just a kind of always there attribute. Okay. No by Houdini by default. Okay, kind of like an intrinsic, but it's not, I guess. Okay, if you wanna read on intrinsic, oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Attributes, the link I sent you explains it a bit. Cool, yeah, I can check it out. That's just one way of learning. Try to guess what's gonna happen before it happens. So let's try that. So, okay, so there will be a wrangle after that one. Its inputs will be a bit different. So this will go here. The iteration will go here. And this is not an iteration, it's a feedback iteration. Not to be mistaken. Okay. So now that wrangle is here. Let's get all the rest of the loop. I need to drink some water. Damn it. Cool. Nah, my voice. I don't know where I stopped the recording. I think when I coughed. But anyway, we added a new wrangle. I'm not sure where it stopped. So this wrangle is hooked with the other wrangle on the first input and to the loop itself and to the second one. So right now we have our we created a vector, two vectors. One is called next normal, the other one is called previous normal, and it takes the point, so it's a point attribute, and it does take it from the second input right there, the second one, which is the geometry one, and it's checking the point, the normal, and taking its iteration +1. That means it's taking the point after the point we're working with from here and the normal that is behind it. So the normal behind the point from here. And now we'll make an if statement. Right now we said if vector normal is equal to the next normal and vector normal equals the previous normal. And now then we'll have some type of conditions and we'll see how that will work. For now, I just wanted to change the color. CD equals what is it? How to do this? CD equals 111 or 100 red basically. Does this count? Let's see if that counts. And we'll pause mistaking. So you do it like this: v at ct, and then you need the set of 100. Okay, so for red basically. And what we can do is as well change the name attribute to it, and this will be string at name equals the name, which is straight long, I think. I'm just gonna make sure if it is the case. Okay, we did it here, and straight long, good. Now let's get that back into the wrangle. Yeah, okay, so I wrote it correctly, but I had this as E, which is incorrect, straight with A. Okay, at name, fine. Let's do the semicolon here, and we should be good to go. Okay, now let's see the normal color of this one. So what did not? So we said the normal. How to change the color of the... Okay, let's check it out. In the attribute itself, that's one way to see it, not visually, but in the attribute. So C, CD is 0.0, green 0.5. That's funny because I did the 1, 0, 0. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Why did it not change? Let's see the next stuff. And the name. Straight short. That also didn't work. And that is... Okay. What am I missing? Let me check back a little bit. Let's check here. One normal point. Okay, next normal. Okay, previous normal. Next normal is +1. Correct. Previous one is -1. Correct. If okay, v at normal equals next normal. Good. And v at normal equals previous normal. Then the name changes. Okay, let's do the changing of the name first then. Just to stay consistent. The v at cd set, it's the same. Maybe c big. Name is small. Okay, let's see if that worked. R0 G green. Then I must have taken a point that is not doing this operation anymore. Or it's incorrect operation, basically. So if I go back up here, and we need a point that starts somewhere in the middle. That's why this is not changing. But how can I... wait. Right there. Let's do 4 or 2. 3 is safe. Okay. And let's go here. And we have R. Yes, R is 1. And straight long. Perfect. Name straight long. Perfect. Okay. Let's check it out. Which number point is that? Yeah, right there. It's perfect. Good. And let's learn. Get an attribute transfer. Attribute transfer right there. And hook it properly. So 2, that's the 2. That's the from. And we need only the points. And in the conditions, we have a distance threshold, as you can see. And we'll see that in real time right now. So, okay, first, where was this point? It was right there. Okay, now, if I play a little bit with the distance threshold, you will see it turning from red to green back again. So if I do 0.1 on this, it will only take the attribute transfer on the point itself and nothing else, which is great. Okay, cool. That's an option I didn't know existed before, so it's in the conditions here, and you can just enable the distance threshold and increase it or decrease it. Okay, attributes points, that works because we changed the normal of the point plus... Did we change the normal? No, we changed the name. And we changed the color of it. That's why we're able to see it. Okay, action. Now, one way to see it all in action is disable single pass. And now you will see the green points that are available for a 3-point pipe. The 0, 1 And yeah, 7. But does it actually work? Here, 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 here. And also, what type of mathematics is it doing? So let me check that again, just to understand it. It's taking the next normal and the previous normal, and it's checking if they're equal to each other. So there's no corner. This is what it's doing. And if it established there is no corner, then it's changing the name and it's changing the CD as well. Awesome. Cool. Now we know that. Let's boom, bam. Let's go. Yeah, let's get this thing to work. So first of all, we have the out loop here. Let's take the copy to points and now we hook it up with it. So drag and drop, I think, right? Yeah. And we need to get the thing into the merge. Okay, so that was the wrong one. Drag and drop and the right one. And let's get the other pipe into the merge with the right name, correct? Right name is here. It doesn't have a scale yet, so we need to get that fixed. Let's copy the orientation here. Come on, let's copy it here to get the proper orientation. Let's get the scale as well, but I think we needed more work than just simple scale like that, because this thing is quite big and the match transform had definitely effed with it a lot. So what do I mean by that? If I check the match size on this thing, space G, and boom, boom, away, bye, see you later. And if I compare it to the match size of this is ridiculous. So this is what we're gonna get now as a result, which is gonna look quite... Actually, let's fix this right now. So, transform scale, here we go, boom. Let's get this thing to 1.7. Here we go, let's template that one with... Okay, wait, let's view this one and template it with a scale here. Okay, and this should basically... Yeah, now we play with it a little bit. So, scale, let's do 3. It's because it's like, okay, 3.7, 3.24. Okay, let's see what else we could do. 4.24, 4.14 maybe? Just trying to understand it a bit mathematically here. Still not as quiet. Let's go with 4.5. Yeah, that could be the same. Or I think we were good with 1.4. All right, let's see if that will work. Maybe 1.7 in that case. Let's see if that would work. Okay, so we fixed the scale, hopefully. We fixed orientation, hopefully, because it should be the same orientation as the normal straight one. And now we hook them to the copy to points. Let's see how that works. We have tons of issues, but yeah, the scale is not looking right, but yeah, and we have tons of stacking going on. Let's see how we can solve those issues, of course, one by one. So yeah, let's get to it. Pause. Almost there. We still have 15 minutes of stream, so I'm gonna try to go a bit fast on this. So here's what we're gonna do. We need the same check that we had here, the exact same one. What was the shortcut to get the expression out? Alt E? Yeah, Alt E. Okay, Alt E it is. I remember that straight out of the box. Cool. Yeah, let's copy everything. Let's paste it again. So what we'll do is, instead of next normal, we'll do next name. On every single thing. Next name, instead of N, we'll go name. We go name here as well. So it will check on the name, on the iteration. And what we'll do is, a same thing. So we'll go string. And here as well, we need to change this to string. String. Let's just paste it. If string at name doesn't equal, so doesn't equal the next name. Yes. Okay. And doesn't equal a string at name also doesn't equal the previous name. Here we go. Then don't color anything, please. Then, so if it doesn't equal the same name, just to check it. Okay, give me a second. Let me learn a little bit. What this should be checking is a bit different. So the if here is completely wrong, so we'll delete it. And it will be something like if next name, so the next name on the next point, doesn't equal long shirt. Sorry, straight. No, what do you call it? Straight long, right? Straight. Okay, now between quotation, of course. Straight long. Here we go. It's beneath it. And so not only that, but also previous name does not equal straight long. Okay, that is wrong. Straight long. Okay, then what? So if they both don't equal that, then don't spawn it, right? Let's see. Then let's get to it. There's a lot of explanation happening, a lot of Vex, but yeah, I think we can get it. It's not that hard. So what I'll do is take those a level up right there. Okay. Then I'll delete this here. We won't change anything. But instead, we'll have all this if statement beneath it, basically. So let's do that. So Control X, and yeah, that should be fine. Control V. Then at the same time, select all of this. Let's select all of this and tap it. And yeah, this should give us it inside of it. Okay, and excuse me. What we'll do here is a bit controversial. So just gonna separate those and add another one. And I think you guessed what we're gonna do here. We're gonna do the previous and the next. Here we go. So this will be one next name, two next name, three next name, one previous name, two previous name, three previous name. Same, +2, +3, -2, -3. Okay, just like that. Okay, so, and we'll add now another one. So we'll say, okay, at, so and, where's the 6? And, oh, that's completely wrong. All right, and, I think I forgot something here. Look. Okay, so those all break now. So we need one next name and one previous name, just like that. And we'll copy this here and do the same, but with the two. And two previous name also doesn't equal straight long. Then, and now start, and I will do another if here. Or if the second if will be something between the lines of if name equals the next name and the name equals previous name, then don't do anything type of deal. Okay. So let's do it. If name equals one next name and let's see, and at name equals one previous name. Okay, and then basically close it, add these two. I think you add it like this because it's an if inside of an if. Now we'll get these puppies to tap. Boom. So now we have if inside of an if inside of an if. Okay, just for organizational purposes, previous normal are fine. Yeah, we just need the names to be 2, 1, 2, 3 type of deal. Then we do, so we did that one, and we have S, what's it, S at name. Good. So we're doing a lot of checks. First one is the next name. Does the next name equal straight long? No. Does the previous name equal straight long? wait, if they're all no, so if the next point doesn't have straight long, if the previous one point doesn't have straight long, if the second previous name does not equal straight long, then do the next which will be if the name equals next name, so it's the same from the next one and the same from the previous one, then do the setting of the color and setting of the straight long. So we're doing like a check. First of all, you're giving like we're giving Houdini a list of to do. First of all, please look if the one next does not equal straight long and the one after does not equal the same name and the one before it does not equal straight long. If yes, then check for me if the name next to it is the same name, and if the name before it is the same name, only then give me the color and give me the name. Okay, and let's see that in action right now. Let me just copy, just in case it didn't update it. And didn't update it, it did. And yeah, it doesn't work now. We have a problem in this line with the one. Okay, then let's do next. Fine for me. Then let's get it out and let's do just a normal deal. Next, and here we'll do next. And here we'll just take the one out, do the previous and previous and 3 previouss. Okay, and here we just need to rename things. We need to hit on apply, I see. Yeah, and here we do previous. Think about the Python course. First, second, third, maybe, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea, but for now I'm too deep into it. So let's just do it here. Next normal, previous normal. Good stuff. Okay, let's copy and apply, accept, and check where there's still a problem, or is there none? So right now it's not even giving me an error. Where's the error, dude? Why is it not working then? Syntax error, unexpected end of file. Invalid source, object, attribute vob. Vob? Where's the vob in this? Unexpected end of file. Oh, okay. Wait, then let me get you the expected end then. Does this work? Yeah, okay. That is the expected end. Okay, it's kind of working. We still need to work on the stuff. But I got the code working. Yay, previous. Next. Okay, let's see. Grayson said it's gonna be messy. Messy it is. Let's go, baby. Went overboard with doing those next. So let's just destroy them. Okay, good. We only need one previous. The next. Let's just keep it for now. And then we need another wrangle. And here we go. Rangle. Here we go. Boom. What do you say? Okay, so we'll do one more wrangle, and that is to, if I may show you in here. Yeah, first let's delete single pass. Good. Let's check it out. And it looks like this. The red parts are where these pipes will be spawned. However, we need to delete the green ones, basically in betweens, because what it will do is the following. I think it's clear for everybody, but just in case if it's not clear for you, it's gonna do this. Let's go. So it will spawn. It will spawn one pipe here, one pipe here, one pipe here, etc. Right? We don't need that. Or what it will do is it will spy a pipe here and then the green ones here, right? The smaller ones. We don't need that. We don't really need that. We just need one big pipe connected to it, etc. Right? That's all what we need. Just for me to understand what we've done, we checked if this has the same name, and if it does, what did we do? Okay, let me check it again. Oh, no, let's go back. Okay, so here we have the code. So what did we do? We said if next name does not equal straight long. So in this case, it's right there. It doesn't equal. So we're checking if it's a corner, right? So if the first next name does not equal, or the previous one, which could be like, if it's continuous this way, this would be the previous one. Okay, and the previous, so if it is, so if the corner is here, right? And you don't need one here, and you don't need one here. That's why you start right from here, basically, your pipe. Okay, so this is what we checked. And then if the next name and the previous name are the same, then you can continue with the operation, basically. Right? Then you can spawn me the freaking pipe here. And color it as well. Let's see if that's actually done here. And the red color is the pipe, right? Yeah, previous. Or is it because it's going on one line here? Yeah, that could be a problem here. This one could be a problem. We'll see. We'll see, I guess. So let's keep it going, and yeah, let's get to know how to delete these points now so nothing spawns on them. All right. So let's remove those points before and after. We don't need so much work. So we'll get the next name and previous name into the wrangle, and let's get them working. Previous name. Cool. All right, get it here in the wrangle. Okay, and now we'll edit it a little bit. So instead of iteration, because it doesn't have iteration, and instead of the input being 1, it will be 0 because it's not, there's no input 1 anymore. And instead of iteration, it will be a Pt.num. Let's get that thing here, Pt.num. Here we go, and a +1. And copy that. See, I'm getting better with Vex. Nah, just kidding. I'm just following the tutorial, basically. But I'm getting better at understanding it. Yeah, that's possible. All right, now we're going to get the other if from before. So the very first one, but we'll edit it a little bit. So let's get that thing going in here. And we don't need it to be so long, so we don't need prev. And we will basically delete this. Get it back in here and close the brackets in using the other bracket. Where are those brackets, dude? Okay. And now we'll get the proper naming. So if next name equals to straight long, or not the and, or, which is this one, previous name equals to straight long, yes, then please remove points. And here we go, remove point, and it will be 0. Oh, god damn it, 0. And add Pt.num in order to get, yeah, and finish it with that. It should be ready to go. Okay, let's see it before and after. Yeah, cool. That's exactly what I want. And it's deleting the point in the beginning. That's awesome. Or is it not? We'll see. Wow, this little shift of color gives it like the illusion of it's being displaced. That's kind of cool. It's like a optical illusion. All right, let's see how that works with the out. Okay, let's just get this out from here. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, of course, it needs some editing. The proper size, the proper scale, and the proper positioning, of course, as well. Yeah, we'll work on those. This probably happened because we played with the scale. So what we need to do instead of playing with the scale, dude, keep this to 1, which will keep it small. Let's keep the translation to 0, 0, 0. And in the scale, let's go with 3, 3 for thickness, just to see. And at the end, we needed 3 points, maybe. Yeah, this will probably work better. How is it going in the thickness? Too small. Let's go scale 4, 4. This should fill it up like that. Okay, now let's play with the scale of this one. We should probably not play with this, so this will be 1 again. Scale here, let's play with that a little bit. 0.8 and 0.8. This should make it a bit smaller. I would like it a bit smaller, just for my taste. So 7.7. And yeah, we could still... Yeah, this is better. Kind of better, right? Let's make it a bit bigger in this axis. It's a bit too big on 5. This could be acceptable. Yeah, maybe smaller here again. Sorry, 66. Let's do 666 just for the good old times. Good. This works. All right. And they have colors, which is awesome. They're all colored. Looks great. And I think here, and basically we're closing up the stream. It's been great. I just want to test the curve. And yeah, let's see how we could add some more. Let's press enter on the curve. Shift. Boom. Here we go. Our first pipe, second pipe, third, fourth, and so on. This thing is generating like a mofo. Cool stuff, guys. If you want to know how to do... Oh, that was not straight. Let's do another straight one. Yeah, I'm sure we can fix that as well. Yeah, if you want to know more, basically check the recording of the stream. That will be on YouTube as soon as I close the stream, so you could see what happened here. If you haven't followed, follow me now. Leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you want to like to see next, what you want to learn next. And yeah, I'll keep going with this workshop, but since it's coming to an end, I'm looking for new adventures. Probably going to go with DoubleJump Academy or whatever. Thanks, Elgato. I appreciate it. We're probably gonna, you know, give the stream now, take our viewers, put them somewhere else to say thanks back to the community. So what I'll do is go on rating. And for you people on YouTube, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow with the new video. And appreciate all the subscription and everything else. Check the Discord server if you're curious about DoubleJump Academy courses. The code is Jack15 to get 15% off of their courses. Check the link in the description to get to get to their stuff, because you need to use my affiliation link to get the deal. All right, that's it for now. Thank you all for watching on the YouTube, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.